In terms of when I came to the UK first and I was trying to apply for a job, I started applying for the job and I realized my CV is not tailored to the UK market. So I moved to Career Central. They gave me some advice on how to tailor my CV and it worked. I landed my first part-time teaching job or teaching assistant job. And what did I do with that? I'm introducing people to teaching agencies and I'm helping them tailor their CV. This is like a lived experience, so I'm able to impact it. Now I'm hearing of this teaching apprenticeship.
Okay.
That is something that can actually secure a stay, and I'm still learning more about it so that I could impact on other people if they are interested. I'm also trying to find other ways and means that would actually secure a COS for people and myself because I also need it. So it's not something I can really address now because I'm still in the process of figuring it out, at least because it's not late for me yet and it's not late for those behind me, but it might be late for those ahead.
The school fees of an average immigrant student is times two what, you know, the is it times two? Is even more than that? Because we pay about, let's say, £22,000 for an MSc, for instance, in business management. I think someone who is a citizen of the UK pays about £9,000 for the same course. What do you think about this? Why does this happen? And then there's something else. Immediately after that, if you are interested in staying on in the UK, of course, you have to pay another £3,000 or so for your, post-study visa and IHS and all that. Why do you think this is? And is it really something that Black students have to go through? Can something be done about this?
I was tempted to say no, but I'm not really going to stand in one position and say no or yes, in the sense that back at home we talk about tourism, we talk about attracting investors, we talk about getting people to bring more money into our system and make our economic bases grow, right? So these people have invested into the education system such that it looks so appetizing to us when we are back in our homes. I feel like this is their cash cow. International students are cash cows for European or UK universities. Because if you look at this campus, we're talking about EA. I don't really have the statistics, but with the number of people I see around, I feel international students are even more than the indigents.
Oh, that's very clear.
That is because the indigents normally, I'm not stating the facts. This is just my point of view. The indigents normally do not go to school much. Nobody should call me anywhere. I'm just stating my point of view. But then we do have a lot of people trooping in because UK schools are the best. And mostly you go back home and you just say, oh, I even did a 1-month diploma abroad and you're on top of the world. You get it? So they have already valued that. The fact that we ourselves as blacks or Africans value overseas education. They also put value on that. So should I say we Africans are, or black people are selling ourselves like that? Because so you look at something, you're like, this thing is really good. If you go and ask for the price, or they realize that, oh, this person is new in this market, they up the price for you. But then if it's a local person, they give you. So it's something that's happening everywhere. And you mentioned the NHS, the extra 3K that we pay. When you're coming, you pay for your NHS, right? Your healthcare thing and then your visa. What's the 3,000 entailing? It's entailing the number of years the postgraduate visa would take. That's about 18 months. So they've just calculated that so that once you are around, your healthcare is taken care of, I guess, and then you pay your visa. So it's there. I don't really see anything wrong with it. Is it expensive? Yes. I believe it's expensive. But to accommodate us, I feel they are just capitalizing on the fact that they've sold themselves enough and we are willing to pay for that.
Okay, so if I understand what you're saying, the problem would then be with us Africans.
Yes, we don't like to stay in our countries. We see a picture and we want to come and see for ourselves.
Who painted that picture for us?
Well, that is why everybody advertises themselves. Even you as a person, you advertise yourself to other people so that people see you in a different, a certain light. So yes, they've painted themselves. This is us. When we take Ghana, for instance, you say Ghana is a hospitable country. So if you want peace, if you want calm, you should go to Ghana. Now, when you go to Ghana right now, You would be paying for tourist attractions, paying to enter into certain places, but then it's at a rate that we are okay with. Now, this is the rate they feel we should pay to enjoy DS2.
Okay.
Like I said, is it expensive? Yes, but this is what we have, and that is what we also want to be in. Because somebody would say that, okay, for this price, no, I'm not paying it. I'm just going to stay back home. But we want it. That's why we still come.
Okay then. Let's assume that this is the case, right? And of course, the international students are contributing so much financially, at least, to the economy. You know, because I mean, every year the UE alone, I'm sure, has lots of students coming in from other countries, and they're bringing all this money into the UK. You know, and all of that. But then let's talk about just for a bit the policies of government. You know, some of the policies that have been pushed out these days. You know, it seems as though immigrants have been targeted. There's just a recent I think MP who was being talked about people on social media because of comments she made about black people and colored people, you know, seeing them maybe on billboards, like, you know, it makes her go mad. And how do we face, you know, things like this when racism is directed at you, and you know, as a person, you feel like, okay, I'm coming here. I'm not an illegal immigrant. I'm coming here. I'm contributing my quota to, you know, this community, to this country, and yet I'm treated this way, or I'm looked at this way. We've had people complain of being discriminated against in their workplaces, you know, in several places. You know, why do you think this is happening? Do you still think it's our fault, or is there something else we should be looking out for?
I didn't say in any way that anything is our fault. I just said we're attracted to certain things and we move towards them. It's not our fault. Everybody wants to move into something better than a situation better than where they find themselves in. So that's not pushing blame. It's just human nature. But when it comes to the issue of racism, I really, really do not know as a collective, honestly. This is like putting me in the spot. Because have I faced it? That's the question I would ask myself now. Have I faced it? I think so, but in a very subtle way. But what do you do about it? I'm not going to advise people to take the route I take by ignoring some comments, because sometimes you ignore them and then it magnifies, it becomes bigger. So it was small at first, it was subtle, you ignored it, and then it becomes big. Honestly, I really do not know how to advise about this. Yeah. Personally, I just live in my zone. That is it. Go where you are wanted and then flourish there if it works for you. If you are not wanted there, I don't think you should be.
Okay. But not to push this, you know, unnecessarily. But then this is the understanding I feel a lot of people have about this. And people say things like, I mean, we were on our own, we're in our country, and then you advertise this beautiful country to us. You told us, if you go, you know, everyone on social media on their website, you see that it's the universities literally advertising themselves out to international students. They let them come. This is a welcoming place. This is a nice place. We want you to come here. We have a good standard of education. We have good living standards. We have, you know, everything good. The people are lovely. They are welcoming. They are warm people, right? And then we get all this money that we have. We come here in exchange for this promise. And then you get here.
One thing you're forgetting is the university is a different body on its own and the country. The university is a business. They are advertising their business. And as a business, you know you're a business person. We would advertise it in such a way that it's appealing to even the dying person to use their last amount of money to purchase it or patronize them. It's a business. I remember when I was moving in and there were visa issues, the school would be like, yes, we've given you the class, all right, but then the home office has everything to do with giving you the visa. So what can they do for you? Because they have nothing to do with the home office, which is also like the government, those making the policies. They have finished selling their products and you have bought it. Sometimes they do have people in power who help to mitigate some of these issues, but they really do not have so much authority on it to help. So yes, they will sell it to us all the time. And you are on your own to figure out how to navigate the other issues too, I believe.